Okay, now it's live, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome to the Basic Nerd Experience. You know who this is? Your host with the most that looks like a ghost.
Ella.
That's right. Did you say Awa?
Yeah.
Wawa weewa. Anyway,
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Anybody, well, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of the Basic Nerd Experience. Today again we have Alizar from ShutUpLet'sTalk.
What up, homies?
He's recently become a regular on this podcast, and we plan to have him on for many more. So today,
thanks, guys.
Yeah,
of course, we need someone to be spamming Donkey Kong and Red Dead Redemption 2. If not, well, someone's got to do it.
It gives
who else but me? Who else but me? I demand it be me.
Yeah, your gameplay with Libby gives me life, man.
Thanks, man. It was so much fun.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've been talking a lot about food, but I think we should just talk about fast food the entire time. I think we've been talking about other topics, but I feel like it'd be good if we talked about this. So I think, well, today we'll be going over our top 3 favorite fast food restaurants, or later, sorry, I had a long day. And later we will be talking about our least favorite fast food restaurants, our bottom 3, I guess. Bottom 3 we'll call it. So I think we should also have honorable mentions as well. But I think those should be like between 2 and 1. We're gonna be like Watch Mojo, except not be biased. Anyway, but that's what I think it is, and I think I'm thinking 3 honorable mentions. You can have up to 3 honorable mentions if that's the max if you want.
Okay.
1. But I think that's pretty much it. It's simple: 3, 2, 1, 3, 2 honorable mention, 1, and then the bottom exactly. So, who wants to start? I think Alizar should start because he is our distinguished guest.
Thank you.
I agree.
I always appreciate when you guys give me the floor first. And shout out to the Basic Nerd Experience homies. I appreciate you all. Always a pleasure being on this fine program. And I'm going to say for the next episode, I'm requesting a Star Wars Episode 2 episode that I be on, because I did see it recently and I'm like, oh, I'm dying to talk about it with these guys, and I think I'm going to see it again just before that episode again because I would like to talk about that.
You let's do it.
Well, I do remember that. Hell yeah, I would definitely be down to do an episode on that.
Or maybe you guys can be on my show and we could talk about that. I
would be more than down for that. Yeah, Elliot's been on your show before, man, but I have not. I've yet to make my debut on your show.
Does everybody have
pop
a copy
that cherry?
Does everybody here have a copy of it? Like, well, the 2 of you guys, do you have a copy of it nearby, or are you able to watch it? Well, you have Disney, right? You can just watch it on there, right? Of course.
Yeah,
I can watch it on Disney Plus, but I could also watch it on DVD.
Right? I'm like,
I have the same copy.
I'm like showing my age so hard. I'm like, does everybody have a copy of it? Everybody's like, dude, nobody. Everybody, tell me.
Dude, I was so happy I had that already. Oh boy!
But anyway, I was gonna say we could actually do a somewhat of a watch along where we're not obviously broadcasting, but we just started at the same time and just watch it and just commentary over it.
Oh my god! I had yes, absolutely. I had Elliot and me were talking about an idea like that where we were just streaming a movie, and every time we see something that's like quotable or Star Wars, like we take a drink. And
no, it was every time Hayden Christensen bites his lip.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Fuck, I gotta start.
Dude,
we're gonna get alcohol poisoning. It's gonna be bad. Someone's gonna have to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah.
But no, I've been more than down. We could definitely we'll figure out the kinks later. But no, I'm more than down. Absolutely more than down to do that. Should we start from episode? Should we do like episode 1 to 9, or do you just want to see episode 2 to see where we go?
Maybe we can start with that one, and if people enjoy where it's going, and if we all 3 of us enjoy it, then we can do the other ones. If we just start with back to 1, then keep going, because episode 2 specifically is very that's what I'm talking about right there. Because I would do 1, but 1 is actually pretty watchable, because we started it all again, and I looked at episode 1 and I was like, this is This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, it's in
Like
my
it.
opinion, it's really underrated. It's
Yeah.
the most underrated out of
First
the
of
9
all,
films.
sorry, not to cut you off, but apologies to everybody because I know we're supposed to talk about fast food and here we are talking about Star Wars. So yes,
Yeah.
but if with permission with everybody, if we can stretch our legs a little bit, you know, because it's kind of yes, and then we'll dive in because I do want to request that Star Wars thing, please.
No, sure, absolutely.
I would love that. I would love that. And plus, you have not seen my impressions drunk. I don't think even Elliot has seen them drunk.
I mean, I look forward to it.
It'd be funny if it was like Jar Jar was like Obi.
I'm so smiling to see you again, Obi.
And then he just starts throwing up from like alcohol poisoning.
So,
but let's yes, no.
Am I starting with my least favorite first?
Your top
favorite fast food. Okay, so
sorry. Before we start, I'm very sorry. Should we just do one by one, like how we always do it?
Yes, I think.
Okay, let's do that.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody's number 3 choice, right? I guess.
Yeah.
First? Okay, my number 3 choice will be. I think I'm gonna go with the Wendy's right now.
Wendy's bacon bendy went bend it over like it's Beckham. No, it's Wendy's bacon burger. Sorry, man, my tongue was all out of whack from all that burger.
All right, that's fine. That's okay.
What's going on? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's how I feel at the drive-throughs every time I'm like, you know, like every time you're at these fast food places. My God, man, you're like, how do I get these syllables out? I can't stand it. Like they name everything so goofy. Junior bacon cheese, what? And then Taco Bell's the worst with that. Anyway, but how do you call it? Wendy's, man. I love Wendy's. Why? Because I like the variety on the menu. They got chili, which nobody does. Right? I like the chili. I do like the baked potato. Yeah, I do like the baked potato quite a bit.
Yes, especially when you put it under your own personal avocado spread. It's so good.
Yeah. When you can get creative with it, it's even more fun. I actually personally like their fries. A lot of people are like, they taste like elbow meat. And I'm like,
it tastes like elbow meat. Those fries are fire, damn it.
I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, you know, they go good with the burgers. What can I say? The burgers have a distinct flavor as well. And I love those square patties. We just have the corner sticking out of the sandwich. I love it. I'm like, give me the corner first. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the little things, folks. You know, I'm a simple man. What can I say? That's my number 3 choice. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel when you said the square patty, I was imagining that part in SpongeBob when Squidward just takes a big little bite out of the freaking Krabby Patty, just takes a bite out of the side and just eats that little patty thing, you know.
So funny. I love that. Fun. Yes, I love it. No Wendy's fans here, I see. Not Elliot, at least.
Let's just say it's on my least favorite list.
Oh, don't give it. Oh, I guess I brought that up by mistake, but yes.
No. We're about to have that fist to fist type of, in the professional way, fist to fist thing.
Well, I just want to say, as a fellow ginger, I think that it's bad that they're putting a ginger on this fast food chain, because I am not a fan of this chain. I'll go into it later, but Alizar, I'm very sorry. We all have our artistic choices in our foods, but I don't know. I'll wait later to talk about it, but I don't know. I don't like the fries. I don't like a lot of the food. It's very bland. I think it's just basically like people would like. I'm just everything you said. I was the complete opposite. But I'm not disagreeing. Like you know, I'm right, you're wrong. Like none of that.
No, like, this is a podcast.
But it's just I just can't. I can't get into it. I just try.
Right. I'm gonna save my reply for the worst list later.
Okay. And might I just suggest?
And everybody responds, I guess,
right? I'll add one thing as a teaser to my Wendy's rant later on. They have the worst coffee I've ever had. I know you're not supposed to go there for coffee, but they had the worst coffee I ever had at any place there, at least 3 times.
I've never had the Wendy's coffee before. though I'm still getting the vibes that I think you're a little bit like it's. I think this is giving off the vibe that you're feeling like the ginger girl is taking away the thunder from being the sexiest ginger in the game, and
it's a conflict of interest. I see. Oh,
exactly. And I'm here staring at Elliot, and then I'm staring at the Wendy's girl, and I'm just like, man, this is a hard ultimate. You're gonna make me choose between two gingers at once. I mean, I'm not sure, dude.
The Wendy's girl is like 8 years old, right?
ew.
Ladies and gentlemen, never mind. It's okay though. They remember. I remember. Don't I wouldn't worry about it because I remember 10 years ago they had like an advertising market. Like they had like advertising marketing. Dumb sentence. They had a marketing campaign where they had like this this 20-30-year-old Wendy's chick all of a sudden with like this fake red hair talking about Wendy's. Do you guys remember that? It was like a thing for like a couple of years.
I remember. Yeah, that was a phony ass redhead.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think I remember that.
But anyway, what's your name? Andres.
My name is
Andres,
Geraldo. Here comes Geraldo the towel boy.
Okay.
Geraldo. Okay.
So Elliot's not a fan of Wendy's. What about
I'm
you?
not a fan of Wendy's. No, this ginger's not a fan of that ginger.
What about you, Andres?
I could say for my number 3.
Oh, what do you think of Wendy's though?
The what?
What's your opinion on Wendy's?
Wendy's, to me, it's respectable. I mean, it's got a good logo. An 8-year-old ginger kid. Now that I'm aware of it, 25-year-old me, of course, but like a professional way, of course. The square patties have always treated me right. I mean, I don't mean to be no square, but I think I've grown accustomed to this kind of patty before, And one thing's for sure, their lettuce and tomato. I don't know about you guys, but that's the freshest I've eaten at least for a fast food restaurant. Like I'm comparing it to McDonald's and Burger King and freaking what else was it? Checkers or something like that. And I don't know, Wendy's for some reason just has the freshest of lettuce and tomato. Like, and I'm a huge eater of that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are, but no, Wendy's is all right in my book. It's grown on me as from a kid to an adult, and the fries, they're a-okay in my book. It's like the Burger King fries, not known for their fries, but known for their burgers. Thick with 2 Qs. That's what I think.
2 Qs. All right. Well, okay, Andres, you can go now for your number 3 pick.
Oh, number 3. Yeah, number 3, yeah, Peter 3. No. But like what I'm about to say right now for the fast food, for number 3, yeah, I would have to say, and this can be any fast food chain, like gotcha. I would have to go with Buffalo Wild Wings.
That is not fast food.
That's a restaurant.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, it's a good choice, but I was just
go
there. Yeah,
that could be a good. That could be a good thing in the future. Top 3 worst.
Sit down
3
restaurants. Like
restaurants.
bar, like chill. Because I guess like in that like Chili's. Buffalo
Yeah.
type of range. Yeah.
The Applebee. Yeah, exactly. That family.
Yeah. Family.
Like sit down fast food. Yeah, I feel it.
Exactly. Yeah, like Olive Garden or whatever. Yeah,
exactly.
That's in there.
Okay. Okay, Fram. For my number 3, top 3, I would say. Okay, let's go with this one. Well, I do like McDonald's. Like I'm. Like there's a lot of people say, yeah, it's not good for you. It's all good. I'm one of those people. It's not good for you, but
that's this entire conversation.
Yeah, exactly. So, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, they're easy calories. Sometimes when you're like Elliot and you're busy juggling, carrying a secret identity, having a girlfriend, going to work, writing pieces to save the world and shit, you got to find some place to eat, and you got to eat it fast. And I think
Elliot?
The what?
Which superhero is Elliot?
Yeah. That's
his secret identity.
that's the point of the secret identity. He just doesn't go around telling it to people.
But you know he
Otherwise
got one. So who could it be?
So wait, is Elliot Trudeau like the superhero name?
No, it's E.
And then my secret identity is a superhero.
No, it's E.T.
I like it.
I have to go phone home now.
That was good.
That
Sorry
was
about
funny.
that. Anyway.
That was good.
But
All right,
yeah.
McDonald's.
But yeah, McDonald's I remember liking from an early age. You know, French fries were always my favorite food as a kid. You know, and they've become a staple. You know, I try not to eat them as often, but when I do, I eat them a lot, and it's great. It's great. It's good to enjoy them sparingly every time you know you go to a fast food thing. And strangely enough, I found my what's up?
McChuggets.
What did you say?
McChuggets. Remember when I was saying?
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I was trying to say McChicken nuggets, but I said McChuggets like 20 of these. But continue. I'm so sorry.
Loving that, but yes. And strangely enough, like I went through a phase where I was trying to bulk up because your boy did not look as relatively thick as you see now. I mean, because when I met Elliot, he knew me as a very skinny lad, you know, very tiny, very tall kid, but very skinny lad, you know, with barely any meat on his bones, you know. And when I got here in 2021, I was just like, hey, you know, I might as well get my food up, but I need some extra calories to get me through the day. And I found myself ordering some McDonald's, and remember like that it helped me grow in mass, which was good because I was barely on the BMI index of underweight and healthy. I was barely there. Now I'm back to okay. I'm normal. I'm very, very perfectly normal, very healthy and stuff. But McDonald's, but you know, McDonald's, yeah, I'm McChugging it all the way to the bank, and I'm loving it, man. It's insane. It's great. That's my number 3.
All right, and then you know, real quick, I don't know if we should add a thumbtack on this thing, not thumbtack, but like an addition. What do you order from? What do you order from there, Ella?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my regular is usually a double quarter pounder, large, with a side of fries. Yeah.
This is a man that uses his brain right here.
Exactly, and a diet soda. That's it.
Is this
and by the way, I love their fries. By the way,
their fries are fire, man. I don't know what it is about the texture, how skinny they are, or how chewy they can get, but god damn, the way they fit into my mouth and when I chew on them, man, and then when it goes down into my throat, it's incredible. Like the sensation is, I can't describe it. Damn good. Ray Kroc is an evil mastermind genius. Yeah. I'm just like, I hate your ass, but god damn, you make some good ass food, man.
You guys ever seen the movie The Founder?
I've not seen it, but I've heard of it.
Michael Keaton is in it. He plays Ray Kroc, and he plays a fucking asshole.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's this whole. It's basically like the American dream of this guy who basically is. You know, I only know his story because of the movie, but like basically he starts off at this businessman who's like having a hard time selling items, and like he's going like literally going to different gas stations or different places hey, you need a milkshake maker, like do you need milk place to make milkshakes, and he's getting rejected all the time, and then McDonald's, this 2 brothers who own it only had 1 McDonald's, and basically like, so yeah, bring only 3 or something like that. It's like, okay, so he had to like go himself and drove over there, and that's when they were the kind of the people that them and In-N-Out were the ones that really came up with the fast food delivery service. And obviously it was different than back then because they didn't really have like drive-through, because that became more of like what, the 80s, 90s. Was that when drive-through fast food kind of went? I want to say, or do you think it was maybe earlier?
I'm pretty sure it was earlier though, but yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when they implemented that though. I'd say the 70s, but probably way before that though. No, I don't know. Because the thing is, sorry.
No, you're good. Because I'm trying to think. Because I know like McDonald's got popular in the 50s, and it was when people were still doing like Sonic, for example, where you basically would drive up and they'll go to you, and it's kind of like more convenient if they realize it's more convenient if you just go up, order your food, and then they give it to you. Because obviously it definitely changed how we got food around the world. Ray Kroc definitely revolutionized like the fast food industry, whether we like it or not. Like he definitely, it definitely got, it was the most American thing ever.
Sorry, I just looked it up and started in the 30s.
Oh.
Hey.
A drive-through is a type of takeout service provided by yada yada. We know what it is. The format was pioneered in the United States in the 1930s by Jordan Martin and has since spread to other countries. So, interesting.
Damn, Jordan Martin. That's cool.
Okay, cool.
If Jordan Martin's listening, thank you.
That's
Shout
right,
out to you for making us for getting shredded lettuce all over my car seat.
Thanks, man. That Jordan Martin, that is a Ray Kroc of shit, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But before we continue, I just want to shout out to Razo Lib, who commented saying Wendy's breakfast is so good, but I haven't had the coffee.
Yo,
I gotta try the Wendy's breakfast. Shout out to Razo Lib, who's super dope.
Nice.
Who's dope sauce?
Alizar, you're number 2.
Number 2.
Wait. Hold on, Elliot. Aren't you?
Oh yeah, where's your number 3?
Oh shit!
You're number 3. You know, yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Chick-fil-A.
I can't argue. You're 2 and 1 now. So tell us more.
So, I've never had a bad experience at a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, nobody ever has.
No, and it should be number 1.
They're so good, yeah.
Like it should be number 1. I mean, they're number 1 for customer service, but I would say variety. They're kind of limited, but it doesn't matter to them. They work with the guy. Like they don't even open on Sundays, and they're still doing amazing. They don't need to. They can make more money on Sundays, but they don't have to. Yeah. That's just how great their model is. But it's just funny researching about food because like the Wall Street Journal did like an interesting digital spread on basically on like how they make the perfect chicken sandwich, and now it's just funny how like they're top of the game with it. Like for example, like they made a Super Size Me 2 documentary. Basically, Morgan Spurlock is the name of the guy who did the first one, and talking about freaking. I can see you take a picture of me. I
didn't take nothing. Continue on your Chick-fil-A expedition. Don't pay attention to that. That's nothing. That's nothing.
Anyway, before I was really interrupted, I guess translating from Andres's pick of McDonald's, like Super Size Me, because for those of you who don't know, it's about. Basically, it was this guy who was just showing how really bad fast food is, and so just kind of show how the average American doesn't really exercise enough, doesn't get the quality of nutrition. But then it's kind of like showing like, is it really the Americans' fault? Is it like the like who's the victim really at the situation? Is it the American citizen, or is it like the government? Like is the government really like doing all they can, but the American citizen just choose not to, or vice versa, or is it the gray area where both are to blame? And it's that's what it goes through. So basically this guy for an entire month is like eats McDonald's all he can, and he doesn't really exercise that much, and he can't even finish during it because his sugar levels were going through the roof, and he lost so much weight, and he even said like his sex drive was going bad because of it. Like it was just like little stuff like that really was like, and he just felt blah all the time. But then like that's just funny how we go from McDonald's to Chick-fil-A, because in the second episode, I didn't finish the documentary, but basically he creates his own chicken restaurant, and it really shows how like people want to do that, because chicken and turkey have been shown to be in healthier meat. If people eat like beef and pork, it's shown that it contributes to red because it's kind of like red meat. Well, maybe not pork. Is it? Yeah. But it's basically it's kind of like hey, you can like. Because heart disease is probably the top 3 killers in the nation, really, besides cancer and besides Alzheimer's and I think something else, but it's tied for something last time I checked. But anyway, but it's it's something that's and it's something that doesn't help eating that. So obviously eating chicken is a good thing. So I like Chick-fil-A because I am someone who doesn't eat red meat because I have a family history of heart problems. So I basically try to avoid that as much as I can. And plus also pigs are an awesome animal, but I try not to eat them. And I don't
They're
eat them.
sweet. They're very sweet and they taste good. I'm just kidding.
Oh my!
I'm just kidding. God damn it! It's a joke.
You're taking pictures of me. Love you, Andres. But anyway, but getting to Chick-fil-A, why I love Chick-fil-A. It's basically I love it because of kind of those reasons. Where basically it's the model of it. It's simple. It's effective. The waffle fries are awesome. The customer service is great. Quick fun story. Like it's kind of the reason why I love Chick-fil-A was there's this one time we were going for my girlfriend Danielle's birthday. It was her 20th birthday.
Oh.
And we're going to Disney. We're going with her roommate and her sister. And we're about to start like we barely got any sleep. We're driving all the way up from South Florida to Central Florida to go to Disney World. And 20 minutes in, and unfortunately the car, the wheel had there's a nail went through it, and so we had a flat tire. So we had to drive off, get off the highway, go to a gas station and wait. And we had to wait for, basically it was it was 6 in the morning when this happened. So we had to wait an hour for the car rental place to open up. So basically we can drive a little bit under a certain amount of miles per hour. So okay, let's wait a bit till the sun rises. And we had some time to kill. And what was down the street was a Chick-fil-A.
Yay.
And so we're like, all right, how about this? You stay at the car and me and then you'll go get the food. But they only did drive-through in the morning. It was 6:30 to 8 or something like that. They only did drive-through. And I basically called them and I told them the situation. And I go, we don't have the car, but I go, is it possible you can have someone meet outside? And this is also when this is August 2020. So this is when there's there was basically people are still practicing social distancing. There weren't any vaccines, so there was still a lot of things being at play. So anyway, so basically everything was everyone was all masked up and stuff like that. So but the person was very nice, and she said, yeah, sure, we'll meet you outside and we'll order what you like, and that's it. So then we told the situation again, and then we ordered our food, and we told, and they're very nice, and they're very genuine. They're not fake about they just do it it's a part of the job. They seem like they actually care about their job and they want to do something, and they want to make a difference.
Yeah, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Can I take your order, man? Yeah.
Anyway, and so then we told a story about what happened, and it was her birthday, and they said, it's your birthday? Oh, this is for free, don't worry about it. And I was like, are you serious? And she said, no.
Oh, that's so cool.
So all of it was for free, and no, it was great. And that's one experience. And no, I never have an issue with it. Their food's great. The chicken nuggets are great. They're McNugget, whatever nuggets whatever. I can't come up with this joke, but the nuggets are great, and no, everything's good about it. I obviously I don't like 100% what they have on the menu, but no, it's a good product. The Chick-fil-A sauce is to die for, and that's my pick.
It's a great choice.
That's a good choice right there, man. Yeah, I
love how the lines are always wrapped around the entire city.
I know. It's all right. I love this.
They still move quickly. They still move quickly. It's shocking.
Yeah, here in Utah, we have a local we have a yo mama. We have a local Chick-fil-A, right? And then there's your mama's so fat you can pass for a thigh at Chick-fil-A at 2 a.m.
We got lines all around the block.
Lines all around the block looking to get a piece of your mama's thigh.
Yeah, it still moves quickly though.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A. Our specials today are,
more like Dick-fil-A. No, I'm sorry.
We got the chicken combo meal. We got a thigh combo meal. And we got your mom. Thank you.
Are these run by like middle schoolers?
Close enough. As far as the people that do work there.
Oh, that's
funny. The people who work at Chick-fil-A, well, I remember in Florida there were nice people. Here in Utah, there are awesome people too. Like we have two lines that go parallel to each other, right? But there was one time after work, I went with my friend another Andres right here, and we went to order some fast food at Chick-fil-A, and the lines were long. They went out to the freaking street, but they were going like this because there were like five different employees taking orders at once for each person. They were walking to their cars and taking the orders. And
you know why? Because they think ahead, and most places don't think ahead, and that's because of management.
Exactly. And that's good lean management right there. The fact that there's nothing lacking, but there's nothing in surplus either, and they work with the employees in a way that it's respectable like that too. You don't waste any time. You get straight to the product and you make the customer happy.
Yeah. No, it's true. No, I
completely agree. The customer service is insane. Like it's almost like this Disney World type experience where you're just like, wow, like it's like, are you really happy to be here? Did they get you too? Like, what have they done to you? start trying to crack it. They'll be like, what? But,
did they squeeze your buns hard enough, man?
Yeah, it's like customer service good, bad service bad. Like, oh my god, so it is very, it is. I don't know.
But that's my number 3. So to kind of wrap up for number three, we have Alizar with Wendy's, and for Andres we have McDonald's, and then for number 3 we have Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Or Elliot, we have Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, for number 3.
Wow. All right,
so what's your number 2?
Okay, so what do you get from there? I don't know if you mentioned that.
Oh, I did not mention it. I get a combo. I get a
cold cut combo.
No, your mama needs you right now, buddy. You know what's funny? Side note. A week ago, I know we mentioned the chat, but I went to Subway again, and this.
Oh yeah.
It was funny the day after, or day 2 after we did the podcast. It was funny, and this old lady was like, "Can I get a cold cut combo?" And I'm like,
"No way!"
And I was like,
shaking her like, "Do you realize what you've done?"
I was like, "Is this like the Matrix, or is this like? Are you following me?" Like,
I sent her. I purposely called her up and told her to mess with you at the Subway.
Oh my god, you could, damn. Did you promise her like coupons to McDonald's? Like, how did you and
she wasn't even an old lady. It was actually 3 toddlers just on each other's shoulders.
And one of them had this high pre-puberty squeal voice. They're like, "Bring me back a cold cut combo," yeah.
Oh my god.
They were just in a big trench coat with like a hat and like
that's funny. But yeah, I get the what was it? I get the chicken sandwich with the pepper jack cheese on it. So good. Like the deluxe, spicy deluxe combo. And I get it with the Dr. Pepper and the waffle fries, and it's good. It's $10, which is a little too much. I don't know. It's I don't know. Fast food get a little pricier over the years. Normally it would have been like $6 or $7, but
fast food is no longer cheap or efficient. Like it's not like either it's expensive.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's still ridiculous. Taco Bell. So? I learned. I'll get into that in a second. Actually, or unless you're after you're finished with your point.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, well the Taco Bell thing, it looks cheap. But unless you order those boxes, that's like the only really good deal there.
I got that box recently. That's why. Maybe that's why.
Dude, I pulled up and that person told me, they were like, instead of getting this one burrito that you want that's $4, they were just like, get this box that the box has that in it, and you get all these extra other. You get like 3 burritos and like nachos and chips, and it's like $7. Or you get a drink too. It's ridiculous. Like they give you like the whole menu for like $7. It's pretty ridiculous. And even those boxes, like before 2020, they were like $5. So even that was cheaper than it is now. But still, that's the best deal you get there. But beyond that, it's not even as cheap as it used to be. I remember when I was in high school, a Crunchwrap used to be $2.19. It was the best.
Oh man, yeah, like
those
those early days, man. When I first went to Taco Bell, man, it was an experience. I got what was it? It was like a taco super, 2 orders of 3 tacos. No, it was a big ass taco. And
I love those soft tacos and like the regular taco. I skipped them for years, but like now I learned to appreciate them, because before you would just get them with your meal and you'd be like, all right, whatever. But now I actually go out of my way to just get. I'm like, give me 3 hard tacos.
Yeah, I dig that. They're kind of under. I don't usually go to Taco Bell, mostly because the first time I went there, I did the helicopter swirtle on my toilet, and I was like an 8-year-old kid, and that's a hard thing to mention on a kid, but I've grown to admire it over time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's convenient for me all the time. It's always like nearby where I live all the time, so I just end up going there a lot. But sorry, my number 2 choice, right? We should.
Yeah, number 2. Yeah,
my number 2 choice, man. I gotta really think about this one. I'm gonna probably say Burger King right now.
Ooh.
Oh, BK, have it your way.
Pancake King and BK.
Yeah, I really.
You get it's a Pancake King because when he sits on your face, it's like Squidward with the 2 Patrick ass cheeks on his freaking face.
Whoa, what did we
What a weird direction. Yeah.
Lost it there. Like, I don't know. What is the Pancake King? What is the pancake?
Well, I heard PK sound like Pancake King, and that was like a whole thing with like remember when IHOP was IHOB? International House of Burgers.
Yeah,
burgers.
What a weird marketing campaign that was.
And then to just kind of troll them, Burger King changed their name temporarily to Pancake King.
I love it.
It was awesome.
You can't write this shit. It's fantastic. So I love Burger King a lot. Why I love their menu. I like the way the burger tastes. It's got a little bit. I like the burger a little bit better than McDonald's. I'm not gonna lie. The McDonald's burgers always come out real dry for me sometimes, unless you get like the quarter pounder, which always delivers.
Yeah, that's a big ass burger.
Quarter pounder always works. The quarter in Burger King, the Whopper with the cheese, and you know what? Now they have the Impossible Whopper.
Yeah,
and even that's great. And you know what? My buddy, for whoever's listening right now, somebody try this out and confirm if it's still true. It was 2 years ago, so who knows if it's still going on. But they had a code that you could use, and if you use the code 6060, you say I got a coupon, but it fell. I can't find it. I got the number though, and then they'd be like, "What's the number?" They'd be 6060. You get a buy one get one free Impossible Whopper.
Didn't you say this on your live stream?
Whoa!
I might have. I try to pass it down to whoever the hell I can, because it was such a great thing. My friend told me about it, and I did it the next day, and I ate well that day. I ate to and from. It was great. So try that out. But I like Burger King a lot. I like their onion rings. I'm an onion ring fan. I like the way their French fries taste. They have a cool texture to me. And they have a cool. They're very potatoey. They feel good. They got a nice taste to them. Their chicken is good. I like their chicken sandwiches. The tender crisp. Their chicken
fries.
I like the chicken fries. I don't get them too often because I rarely go to one that ever makes it right, because you always end up with the stale ones, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't even bother.
Those taste like cardboard sticks. Yeah.
Right, and I hate being the guy at the window who's like, "Can you make them fresh, please?" Because then they're always like, "Oh yeah, sure."
And then they won't, or they'll put it on the floor. They'll go, "Yeah, I'll make it special for you."
They're only fresh because I spat on them.
Yeah, I'll take a phlegm and spit all over your freaking. Yeah.
I don't know, but I try to I get paranoid about who people that handle my food. So
that reminds me of a story I'll say in a second. But yeah, I understand. But go ahead, Alizar.
Yeah, they don't do the shredded lettuce thing that McDonald's does, so that's a plus for me.
Yeah, it's more consistent. The lettuce is just a leaf, you know. I like that. It's really nice.
Love the tomatoes. I like onions. I love what the default Whoppers, because I know everybody can customize it. I know it's have it your way, but which was a great tagline, by the way. Always like their toys as far as their kids meal went.
Yeah,
I always thought they had some pretty cool toys. Not as cool as McDonald's, of course, but I liked them.
From what I remember back in 2008, when the Spectacular Spider-Man came out, they were selling those with the little kids meal thing. They would be selling merchandise from Spectacular Spider-Man, and I still have to this day the Venom, the oversized roided out Venom that came with that meal, and I still have it in my house in my room.
Nice.
If it helps, I also had Flushed Away for Burger King.
Yo, Flushed Away, story about goddamn rats.
The rat story, was that the one that got they get married or something, or is that a?
It's the one where the rats get literally flushed away in the toilet.
I think I watched that. Oh,
it's a weird movie.
It's a claymation stop motion movie.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry, I went on the whole thing there. I can't believe I saw it. Anyway, yeah. That was crazy. I totally forgot that ever existed.
No, you're good.
It was a good movie too. It was it was a good movie. I liked it.
We should probably stream it drunk. That'd be
that'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one,
stream drunk. That's the perfect.
I gave him Flushed Away. All right.
We'll flush something away.
Take a bit, yeah.
Yes. What do you guys feel about? Oh, and what do I always get?
Yeah, what do you get?
Usually always the Whopper. Usually always the Whopper with the cheese. Got to get the fries. I put the fries in the sandwich. I usually always get water. To be honest, I'm boring with the soda. I don't get soda too often.
That's right. Get that water, man. That's right.
Yeah. But when I do get soda, it's usually always either two options. Usually always Coke or Sprite because I'm always usually in two moods there. So
yeah,
you basically
it's not the most exciting.
Yeah, it's a vibe. You know, we can't all be
simple slut, if you will.
We can't all be perfect little ginger kids like you, Elliot. You know, some people make it to the Wendy's top. Other people just stick to Coke and Sprite. You know, the hater's gonna hate.
Right. And don't get me wrong, as a kid, I would be the one mixing all the sodas and stuff. But now I'm just like, just give me a Coke.
Are you gonna be like that meme or that Vine where the guy just goes to like all the drinks at once and then he drinks and goes, "Fuck you."
That's really funny.
That's a very specific vibe, but that's the
does anybody here put French fries in their burger, or is that just like a
no I do that.
I put some of that. I put some fries on my burger. Yeah.
I gotta tuck them in there. I love that.
Just put it underneath the tomato because it's a very interesting kind of texture to it.
Oh, and Wrestle Lips said that I remember BK had the Ninja Turtle toys back in the day. Wow.
No wonder I love them so much.
Dude. I
don't even remember those, to be honest. That's crazy.
I have a question. Is for Wrestle Lip, is that from like the 2007 movie, or is that just like from the cartoon? Like what specifically?
I remember their Wild Wild West toys, the Will Smith movie.
Oh,
that was so weird. I was like, oh man.
Dude, I remember. I see. That's the thing with McDonald's or Burger King. They were the ones that were pushing out like basically the toys. Because I remember like they did. Oh, what was the one that was really good? They had like the Danny Phantom toys. Now, I don't remember if it was McDonald's or Burger King, but I still have a couple at home. Not this home, but the one with my folks. Man, I just remember like stuff like that. Then that was like the best part of going to the fast food place was getting that toy, you know.
Oh, I agree with that.
And Transformers, that was always good. I had Starscream.
Oh, dude, I had Optimus Prime, the one with the stick out fire blade and stuff. You know, I had that one. That one came with my meal back in like 2007. Man, I was like 10 years old.
And Wrestle said that the Ninja Turtles were from the old cartoon. Okay. Was it the 80s or like the one of 2000s? I'm sorry if I'm specific, but this is the basic nerd experience, so I'm just curious.
By the way, I didn't watch the old school ones, but the 2003 one I watched based on an old GameCube game, a demo of the Mario Kart Double Dash game. There were some demo games on the second disc. And one of them was TMNT 2003, the video game. And I was like, I would always choose Leonardo because Leonardo had the slice and dice and he would say, slice and dice attack, you know? And I'd be like, well, why are you screaming out the name of your attack before you do it? That's so stupid.
Telegraphing it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's letting the enemy know that you're going to do the attack.
Exactly. But interesting, but let's go on. But So Alizar, your number two is Burger King, and you get it with a Whopper, fries. Sometimes put the fries in the sandwich and a water, but sometimes Coke or Sprite if you're feeling it.
Oh, if I'm feeling spicy. Oh yeah.
That's right. I just got back from my 3 years of food experience back. I had a little PTSD, but I had some Vietnam flashes. But Andres, let's go on before I have some more.
Excuse me 1 second while I go grab something to drink really quick.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, let's maybe we'll do a pause. We'll do like a little intermission.
A little intermezzo on the down low, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But dude, that reminds me of a story about like messing with people's food. Like, I'm not gonna say which eating establishment that I worked at, but
you didn't hawk a loogie when you were
no, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. But there's this customer who's really being a jerk, and he did not need to be. Oh, okay. I got two funny stories. So I'll tell the one about messing with food. The other one, I'll just talk about how people are very picky and just stupid for no reason. The first one was this guy was basically just yelling for no reason. He's like, "What do you guys sell here?" And my friend was like being a smart ass. He goes, "Food." And then
nice.
And then he goes like, "Well, I'm hungry." He's like, "Well, then you should eat, sir." So I'm like, "Oh, this is not gonna end well." So I'm like pretty much like, so he was the cashier and I was basically the one just like, serving the food. So I was trying to be like, I feel like something was gonna happen. Plus also it was closing. It's like I don't want to like close and then have to go to the hospital to be with someone. Like I'm not looking to fill out something. I was not looking for like, something harmful to happen, so
you didn't want to be starting something, Michael
I was
Jackson.
trying to prevent it, so I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, he could be a little bit much. He had a long day, but what can I get for you?" Started, and then like he gave me like his order, and he basically said, and I'm not gonna take it from him because he's being a jerk. I want it from you to like punch out the number, whatever. He was like, "How about we switch?" And so then the cashier was like, "How about we switch roles? How about if he takes the order and I just make it?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care." I'm like, okay, he's oddly specific. And then we do that, but then he goes, "Hey, I have to get something from the back, okay?" So I think he ordered like a couple hot dogs, something else. He goes to the back, and he puts the pizza. He just drops the pizza on the floor, like, "Oops."
Oh, sassy boy, yeah.
And I wasn't there when this happened. He told me like weeks later after this happened. And so he dropped the pizza. He like smothered it up or whatever, make it look good and like tidied it up and gave it to him.
Sorry, folks.
Wait, he gave him the pizza, the floor pizza?
Yeah.
Oh.
Goodness. Oh, what did I miss here? The floor pizza. That doesn't sound good.
Basically, there was this kind of drunk asshole, this eating establishment that I used to work at, and he basically wanted me to like this guy who was the cashier. He was the cashier. It's kind of being like annoying with him, and was saying like for example, he was just like being annoying. Like the customer came up and goes, "What do you guys sell here?" My friend was being sarcastic. He goes, "Food."
Okay, right.
And then they just kind of had a little back and forth. It was back and forth. So I just told the customer, "Hey, I'm sorry, he's a little bit much. What can I do to make it easier for you?" He goes, "How about you just switch positions?" And I want to say that's what she said, but I couldn't because I was on the clock. But I basically, sorry, NSFW, but say I could say that at work. But it was just I was Michael Scott in the second. So basically, I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So then later he orders food, and then my coworker said, "I have to get something from the back. I'll get it for you, okay?" So he has to go in the back, heat up the pizza somehow, and he purposely drops the pizza, polishes it up to look new, and then basically serves him the pizza later. The guy did not like. No one noticed. So
man, this thing tastes extra zesty today.
Yeah, no, this guy was interesting. So weeks later, I found out about him. I'm like, dude, don't. He kind of deserved it, but there's the reality of the situation. Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, yeah. You have to take him all the way, man. If you're going to drop a pizza, you might as well spit on it too.
Interesting, but That's a little break, but Andres, what is your next pick?
Okay. Um, I'm gonna bring up a local restaurant around here in the Utah area. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. It's called Cosmic Wings, and this wing place is actually a place where you can go through a drive-through. You can actually like order it. You can take the food and just go back home. Cosmic Wings is it's a wondrous place. Is like whenever I wanted to deviate from either McDonald's or Burger King or like the usual, right? I realized that hey, like these wings that they serve are actually good, and they're actually more fulfilling than any type of burger that I would actually eat from any of these restaurants, and the fast food, sorry. And their portion sizes are huge. Like we're talking 60 grams of protein for every 10 pack of freaking boneless wings, with a 2-liter Coke, and you you order them with a side of fries, and the fries are thin. Like I'm not saying they're Bahama Grills or Hooters thin, but they're thin enough to a point where you actually get to enjoy the flavor of it too. They're very, how do you say, they're very squishy, but at the same time, when you squish hard enough, there's the crisp. And you just, because there was one point where I actually had the first fry, and I was just like, man, I just have to sit down and enjoy myself for this one, man. It's like I lit the candles, got the lotion out, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna be so great, fantastic, and
got the lotion out.
At the lotion and sweet, man. So
grease from the fries wasn't enough, huh?
Yeah, exactly, man. I have to go all in, greasing myself up, but I was there, like I was how do you say? I believe I was watching you guys remember this DreamWorks movie from like the early 2000s called Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas?
I've heard of it.
No, I don't remember, but I know Sinbad like the story in general. But that's
yeah.
Never knew they rebooted that or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, we should totally drunk watch it too. It's a surprisingly meme ass movie because like the animation is stellar, but there's some moments that are laugh out loud hilarious for no reason, man. It's awesome. And I was there just eating cosmic wings because they're out of this world. I don't know. There's something about the wings that I just love, man. I usually go with the buffalo sauce, and
good choice.
Yeah, for real, dog, for real. Like I can't go extra hot because I'm I'm not my brother or my mother. I didn't inherit those spicy genes from them, but like you tend to work with what you get, So all I gotta say is that these wings are phenomenal. Like if you guys are ever here again, Elliot, if you ever want to have a romantic getaway once again, I mean, I can take you to Cosmic Wings. Let's do it. Alizar, if you want that too, let's go. Let's do it.
Awesome, man. Sounds good to me. I mean, I'm down to get something really spicy. When I went to go make myself a drink, I actually just had some hot sauce. So that's why I keep touching move my mouth around.
Alizar got that sauce, man.
Real like I had some ghost pepper sauce just now. It was so good. No, I think it's Carolina Reaper. I can't remember. I think it's Carolina, but it's really good. Really from Texas.
How is your tongue not on fire, man? Ghost pepper? What the hell? Isn't that like the spiciest pepper in the world?
I don't know which one is the one right now. We're supposed to do the one chip challenge recently. I gotta. I've been in the middle of editing for my show, Trial by Fire, which. Sorry.
The camera's trying to keep holding your face and it's moving back and forth.
For real. Oh, I thought I had the shirt here, but I guess I put it in the closet. But anyway, Trial by Fire is this hot sauce show that I do, so it gets pretty intense, man.
Damn. Send a link. I would very much love to see that show.
Thanks, man. Well, it's on the channel. I'll send it to you guys later. But
awesome.
But anyway, but that whole thing, yeah, I love spicy food, and that's another thing I love about Burger King. From my other things that they always implement the spicy stuff. They're always doing like the angry Whopper. They're always throwing jalapenos into their stuff, and like it was jalapenos in the thing. They did like spicy. I think the cheese for that one, and then they also did like infuse like the spice with the bun. It was crazy.
That's
Did all this extra
insane,
stuff.
man.
Yeah, they put the buffalo sauce in there. They do all sorts of extra stuff.
It's the type of bun where you squeeze it and the sauce just comes protruding out of every orifice imaginable. You know?
Yes. And then Elliot, right? Were you next, right? Or will I?
Elliot is next. What's your number 2, my boy?
It is kind of like cosmic wings. Well, wait, what is your order do you usually get for cosmic?
I usually get a 10 piece McNugget. Your mama. I usually get a 10-piece boneless wings with a side of fries. And if I'm feeling particularly petite, I'll get a little chocolate fudge cake. You know, just eat it with my hand, with my pinky up. You know, just like, you know, this is what high society feels like, man. Damn, this is so good.
Nice.
I gotta turn off the candles because they're setting off the fire alarm, but I don't care.
Oh, wow. My little chocolate fudge cake.
Oh, yeah. Le petit fromage. Keep going, Elliot.
That's from Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the name of the restaurant that the Walter was like, I'm taking your mom to Le Petit Fromage. I know the soup is $30.
And then he goes saying to the mother, don't order the soup.
All right.
That's awesome.
Hey, sorry, I had to.
I love the Drake and Josh lore that you guys explore.
Oh, thank you. It's
You guys need to do like a campfire series where you go over Drake and Josh lore.
Dude, that would be amazing, bro. Yes.
It'd be so cool.
I love that show so much. It's honestly it's
hilarious.
It's my top 10 favorite shows of all time. Like I can never get sick of that show.
Me neither. Every episode, like I'm failing to name one boring episode, man. Everything is like almost every episode is eventful. You know, something's happening. There are a lot of like great moments and stuff. I love it.
The only one I don't like, I don't know why. I'll keep it brief. I don't like is for some reason I don't like the one where they're going to the wedding and then the car broke down.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Like
I think I remember that episode.
Yeah, it's the one where Drake tries to fix the engines. Let me try to fix the engine. Josh is like, you can't fix a sandwich.
That is where that's from. Oh man, that's oh god.
Okay,
how you remember this shit, dude?
I gotta watch that episode again. It's on Paramount Plus. I gotta watch that again. I just got it recently.
Oh, by the way, you know what? You guys would like King's Dominion. You guys ever heard of King's Dominion?
No.
What is that?
It's an amusement park that's in Virginia.
Oh my God! Yeah. Doesn't it have one of the fastest roller coasters in the country?
Oh, that I'm not sure, but I went there and it was awesome. I did ride quite a few of the rides. Yeah, it was a great time, and it's owned by Paramount. So instead of Mickey Mouse and all this stuff, you'll see SpongeBob and Tommy Pickles and all this stuff walking around.
Dabbing Squidward.
It's a great time, and it's super dope. I went on a Tomb Raider ride at the time. This was like 2007 when I went, 2007 or 8. So,
is there a Drake and Josh ride? Like I was waiting for the roller coaster, like the really big shrimp whirlwind or something.
Yeah. Not after what Drake's been through these days. They shut that shit right now.
Oh man.
But,
or Jared.
Put the Tomb Raider back up. People still like that. But anyway, yeah, who knows? Especially not right next to the Tommy Pickles. But anyway.
Oh no. that would be too funny for words, man, and very inappropriate. Like let's think of the children.
Well,
absolutely. Think of the Rugrats, damn it. But
speaking of Jared, my number 2 is Subway. No, I'm just kidding.
So, oh yeah, did you say your number 2 choice? Yeah, no, you didn't yet.
No, I did not. My number two. By the way, the reason why we keep saying number 2 is because it's a Ken reference. Because there's one time where Ken was like yelling at me and he's like, "Hey man, you gotta Lego Marvel's Superheroes 2 because that's my favorite movie because number Spider-Man 2 is the."
He kept emphasizing the 2. We're exaggerating it a bit, but he kept saying 2. But it was like he was running out of breath. Hey, yo, bro, I love Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 because it's based on Spider-Man 2. It's one of my 2 favorite games. I'm just like, dude, just breathe. breathe, control, articulate your language, man.
Yeah, it was best. That's why we keep saying "do" like that, because it's referencing him. But my number two pick is is not really. It's kind of like Cosmic Wings. It's kind of like something where it's not really like, Taco Bell or like a McDonald's, or it's not really like nationalized. It's only around a few joints, and it's a place called Earl of Sandwich.
Oh, I know that one. Yes, I'm familiar with Earl of Sandwich.
It is very I have very fond memories of it because of Disney World. It has a couple places at Disney Springs, and usually on the way there, like driving the 3.5 hours to Disney, there's like a bunch of restaurants with it. And it's like you have some of the best sandwiches you ever had in your life. It's so good. They have many different options. Like they have and they're very vegetarian friendly as well. It's not just like, oh, if like, chicken, steak, and they have this awesome, it's so good. This what's it called? It's cheese with what's it called?
Extra cheese,
balsamic vinegar, and
that's
basil.
a big word for Elmo. Yeah.
What? Oh, balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic, that's a big word. That's a big boy word. Yeah.
Good job. You can say 2 words. But that's like, I forget what those sandwiches are called, but it's like the cheese, basil, and the balsamic vinegar. Yeah. But the best is the tuna melt. It's so good, and it's named after this guy. I forgot his name, but
I do love melts. Those are so good.
Yeah, the melts are.
I melt.
It's so good. I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West. Every time I eat a sandwich, I melt, and it's so good.
Oh,
what legato?
Yo,
keeps me meowing for some reason. I don't know what he wants.
He needs some milk. No,
cats, man. You don't know what they want. They think they own you.
Right.
No. Anyway, keep going, Elliot.
Yeah. But no, I like, my favorite place, of course, is going at Disney Springs, which is where they have like all the shopping, like the restaurants, and it's like a big shopping mall, pretty much extravaganza. And so they have one there, and no, I like the theming of it. It's very like 1700s kind of thing. It's not really, but that it is, and so I like it. And no, like my go-to order is the tuna melt with tomato soup and a Coke cherry.
Coke cherry?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That tuna melt sounds really refreshing right now, man. I love tuna. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh, tuna melts are so good, dude. I'm so sorry for the purring cat that we're getting.
This is some good ASMR, man. I'm feeling it in my loins right now, man. It's great.
Nice. Oh my god. But that is number two round. I'm gonna stop saying it. So Alizar, what was your number 2 again? The Burger King. Burger King Whopper fries, sometimes in the middle of the sandwich, and Coke, Sprite if you're feeling it, but water. Andres, I feel like I'm taking your order. Andres, it's a Cosmic Wings, 10 wings, sometimes with barbecue, fries, and
Buffalo.
sometimes a fudge, a little petite
fromage. That little
fudge.
high society double fudge brownie thing, just to indulge my sweet tooth a little bit,
And then, yes, and then we have my order, which was
tuna melt
with Coke cherry and tomato soup. Yeah. So next we have honorable mentions. And they can be from 1 to 3.
Okay. My first honorable mention, not my first, but my honorable mention is going to be Long John Silver, but only in the 90s when it was actually good.
In the 90s.
Because at some
90s
point,
edition.
at some point we used to go fairly often, and I love that place. And then look at he's so pissed off. He's like, look how mad he looks. He's like, why'd you take the microphone away? He's like, I was getting my time. Anyway, a Long John Silver back in the 90s. We used to go every week and it was really good. And then at some point we went and everything just went downhill. It was like they never changed out their oil and everything just sucked. Like, oh, I can't, just thinking about it makes me gag. But yeah, honorable mention. And so I guess I'll get that's somewhere that exists in both worlds, best and worst.
Do you have any more?
Oh, more honorable mentions. Ooh, okay. It's not going to be my number one, but I'll definitely want to say Arby's because that's definitely up there for me. I love Arby's.
They got the meats. That's what she said.
I love Arby's. I love their fries. The curly fries are love those. I love they have really good jalapeno poppers, which I'm a huge fan of those.
Yes.
I like onion rings. They got the best ones. And yeah, man, they're just mozzarella sticks are good. The place is just
the mozzarella sticks are something to die for, man. Seriously, I don't care where you're going. Mozzarella sticks are, God. There's
go there tomorrow.
That's what?
I might just go there tomorrow.
Why not? Yeah. No, I absolutely agree there, man.
But yes, that's one honorable mention. How many more? One more, or like we're doing 3 each, or how many? Oh, that's all.
If you want, it's up to you.
I think that's all I can really think of at the moment. That I feel strongly enough about that to throw in there. But I do love those.
Good honorable mentions. I'm gonna do my best to try and top that, but I can only think of one honorable mention to give a special sticky shout out to, and that would actually be to Checkers. If not anything for their bomb ass fries, especially like I don't know what it is with their fries. They must have some sort of Cajun voodoo mojo shtick going on with that. But for some reason, the fries are infused with this kind of old school Cajun rock red type of spice that gives it a lot of its texture, like when you take a bite out of that fry, it's like the kind of fry that bites back, like, oh, that also reminds me, moving on to the next honorable mention, Five Guys, man. Five Guys fascinates me in a way, man, because if this was a top 5 list, Chick-fil-A, what the hell, freaking Five Guys would actually be number 4, because I love the fact that they include extra fries in your bag. Their burgers are relatively tiny, but their cheese is melting right from the start. So like it's everywhere. And the mushrooms that they put in there, I'm a huge mushroom guy. I love mushrooms.
Very good.
So when they put it all together and they overdose it with, relatively speaking, they dose it with ketchup, right? It's an insane flavor. I love it. And the fact that they use, from what I understand, they don't use fryers. They use canola oil, I believe, to fry their fries.
Peanut oil.
Exactly. They use peanut oil for their fries.
I believe Chick-fil-A does as well.
That sounds right.
Yeah. But honestly, I couldn't find a similarity between Chick-fil-A fries and Five Guys fries, but all I know is that I like both of them. The Five Guys fries are just like, bitches tumble before those fries, man. It's insane. I love those fries, and they get me in my feels every single time, like Drake, yeah,
they're good.
So
they're really
Elliot,
good.
my man, those are my 2 honorable mentions right there. What do you got?
I got Subway. I got
Because you work there.
No, I always like partly, yes. And I like McDonald's. I'll be honest, I do like McDonald's.
That's right.
I've also been to the world's largest McDonald's, which is in Orlando, Florida, with Russell.
That's the world's largest?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the boy Russell, man.
It's 2 stories. It has a few aquariums. They have pasta. They have a whole dessert bar. It's very professional. It's not like they're not wearing ties and they're like, hey, may I take your head, sir? Like they're not like anything like that, but they get the job done, and it's honestly the best McDonald's I've ever been to, and it makes sense why, because it's supposed to be considered the world's biggest. It has to be the best,
Yeah.
So McDonald's is that. Next is Subway, which I already said. Subway is pretty much Subway. I've worked there before. It's my first ever job, and no, I had some fond memories from there. And oh my god, okay, one funny story. One funny story was I had this guy who was came in and everything was fine. Like, hey, how you doing? How's things? Like, what would you like? And all that kind of stuff. Very, being very professional. And then I served my sandwich. I served him his, and during that time he goes, well, before I was about to get into it, he goes, hey, can I get more Chipotle sauce? And I go, yeah, I'm running out. But give me 2 seconds. Let me fill it up for you real quick. He was like, why can't you just put the rest of it on here? I go, because I don't have anything left. And then he just kept arguing with me, and I go, after a while, we kept arguing, and there's also a long line of people behind him. So I just said, okay, you're gonna wait for your sandwich. I'm gonna just give you the Chipotle sauce, okay? So then I just made him wait there. I filled it up. I put them on there, and later he was like, he called me an ass or whatever, and I said, I kind of said, have a nice day, bitch. And then later he wrote a 3-paragraph Google review on me.
No way.
And said that I gave him, what was it? I didn't give him enough Chipotle sauce.
Damn, this guy was like a fiend.
Damn.
Yeah.
So much effort. So much. First, did you like? How did you find out about this? Did you go to the reviews and actually find them?
One of the coworkers did.
Holy crap. And all this trouble just because you didn't get enough Chipotle sauce. I mean, how much of a bitch do you have to beat a bitch about that, man? Seriously.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on, man, really? So, but that was just a funny story I wanted to bring up. But Subway's one of them. I like Subway. It's pretty quick. It's, I like it. It's, it fills you up. I can have a whole foot long and take me a while to get into it.
Getting a foot long right in there, man. It's hard.
I know, man. But other honorable mention is I like Five Guys.
Yeah,
Five Guys is great. Very consistent. They have a good, I think last time we said this, their marketing is smart. It's very word of mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, Five Guys, it really is. Yeah.
They save so much money than not just putting ads on TV.
No, and the restaurants are very simple when you look at them. There's nothing in there, and the seats aren't even comfortable. You don't even want to sit there for a long time.
Yeah, because you probably just want to get it and leave.
People stay because the food is just that damn good.
Exactly, which is it adds to the flavor a bit, even because you just realize this place is so bare bones. They just want to make sure they get you good burgers, and that's it.
Yeah,
I love that. So I'm with it.
Now, number 1,
Alizar, please take it away.
Favorite place, man. I'm gonna do something a little bit. Anybody that knows me is probably gonna be like, "What? I didn't know you'd say that." I'm gonna use Popeyes, folks. I'm going Popeyes.
Yo, okay, now that was out of left field, man. Yo, Popeyes
chicken, man. When I sat down and really think about it, I was like, you know what? It's not a burger. Most people would probably think it's gonna be a burger. There's something about it. Fried chicken delivers. When you pick it up, you can eat it for a day or two. I love their biscuits. I don't eat pork, so I can't have their gravy, which kind of annoys me with their mashed potatoes. So whatever, that is what it is. I just warm up other gravy, and then what else? I don't know. The chicken does it for me. Their sandwich, obviously, crack. I love the biscuits. Love the French fries. They're pretty much like the Checkers fries.
Yeah,
they're really, really good. So I could eat Popeyes very often. I like it quite a bit.
It's that Louisiana stamp of approval, that throws it over the edge,
Yes, and it's kind of spicy too, which I like it over KFC for that reason.
Nice.
That's gonna be my number 1 choice.
And what do you usually order from Popeyes?
Oh, just the typical
spinach.
The typical, it depends on how many people are going to be at home. So very, very rarely do I get it with just Me and my mom, so I get it when other people show up. So sometimes it's like whatever the 10, 12 piece thing is. Gotta get the mashed potatoes, gotta get the fries, gotta get the biscuits. I think they do rice and stuff too, but I don't really have that. Yeah, that pretty much that. Yeah, pretty much the works.
Nice.
Oh, and coleslaw sometimes, because I don't have that often. So and even when I have coleslaw, I can only have it like in a few bites. I like very little hints of it. But
Same.
Yeah.
Coleslaw is a very curious dish. It's like a salad slathered together with mayonnaise, love, beans, Jesus Christ, and everything else in between. I don't know. It's a very weird ass dish, and I can only take it in small bites too. Like it fills me up strangely fast, and I don't even know why.
Yeah, seriously, it's very rich in flavor. It's just it tastes very southern and very like it just tastes like not in a derogatory, but like it's very like the poor people's food. You know what I mean? Like it tastes like a very simple, just kind of like this is what we eat out in the country type of thing. Just
exactly.
Cabbage and mayo.
Cabbage in my hand. Let's get that spinach. You know what I mean? I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Sure. And so coleslaw just a little bit. It's more of a palate cleanser for me. Just to kind of break it once in a while. Popeyes, man. What do you think about that?
I like Popeyes. Popeyes is good. I've never been inside of Popeyes. I always order from Uber Eats, but I've heard some stories about Popeyes though, about the customer service.
Oh, I mean, where I lived in Virginia, that we had one nearby, it was the best. So
it was good. Okay,
yeah, it was awesome. No,
you lived in Virginia?
Yeah, I was there for 2.5 years, and then I came back to Miami in 2013, and I've been back ever since.
What's Virginia like?
I lived up north, northern Virginia, so I was kind of like in that DC, Maryland, DMV area, and
okay.
And it was great. I loved it, actually. It was really nice and clean, spacious. The weather, you saw all 4 seasons, which was very new for me as a Floridian.
Yeah, you just see one season. Yeah, I
love the
yeah, nice. Or Dream Theater. But, no, that's a change of seasons. But how do you call it? It was very good. It was a very cool place, Northern Virginia. I had some family there, or I still do. They still live there. So I got to spend some time with them. It's where I got my job, my day job, and I still work there. I transferred back over here, and it's great. I loved it over there. The food was awesome because there's a lot of Middle Eastern people over there. So a lot of kebab spots and a lot of different stuff. A lot of Asian population too. So you end up getting a lot of pho, a lot of Japanese.
Pho is to die for. I love pho.
You get everything. You get all sorts of different cultures and things over there. It's fantastic. So yes, sorry. What's your number 100?
Okay, now I gave it a lot of thought since Elliot woke me up 2 hours ago for the podcast. But after giving it its fair shot, I can safely say that Kentucky Fried Yo Mama is my number 1. If you ask me, man, that Kentucky Fried Chicken is where it's at.
KFC is your number 1. Wow.
KFC. Yeah. Wow. And it's weird because I don't really eat it that much, but when I do, I enjoy every single minute of it. Like,
is it because that's the best place to give resume advice?
Yeah, and it's also the best place to have that resume advice ignored, and then all of a sudden your big friend comes in out of nowhere, just like, yo, what's good? I'm just trying to give some resume advice. He's not taking it, but yeah.
Should we give context about it or no?
Maybe at a later date. I want to stay focusing on the KFC, but
all right, go ahead.
But there's actually a little bit of history here because my boy Elliot here and the group actually at one point considered it the unofficial the place of hangout where we would just go.
Oh no, that was Chili's.
Oh, that was Chili's. That's right. But
that was Ken. Ken called it the place. Oh, wait.
Well, the Chili's was
There's been 3 places actually. It was
exactly.
It was Denny's because Ken said you never find any more funner American dining than Denny's.
Oh my god.
And I don't know about
that. with wet floor signs everywhere. Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah.
Right?
And
claw machines that you won't win anything from. Yeah.
And my local Denny's is one of the few restaurants I've ever walked out of and just didn't pay and just walked. No, we didn't eat the food. I'm saying we just walked out because the service was so bad.
I was about to say, Alizar, you're a savage for taking like 3 bites and getting the hell out of Dodge.
No, we just, and it was funny because by the time we were walking out, the food started arriving to the table. And then like as we left, we turned around, like you saw her like with the with the plates coming to the, but it'd been like an hour and like a half, dude. It'd been so long. It'd been like an hour. It'd been, like we were waiting there for so long, like an unreasonable amount of time to be
Wow.
waiting. It was already late. It was already like 2 a.m. because we're at Denny's, so we're already drunk and there for a reason. Okay, it's never in the morning. And we're supposed to be there. And yeah, it was just ridiculous. And yeah, we were like, dude, it's late. We're all falling asleep. At least give us some free coffee if you're gonna like have us waiting forever in the middle of the night. It was just like really.
Yeah,
obviously, yeah. The service was not that good. Otherwise, they would have done that. But anyway,
yeah, that is BS on a very like insensitive level.
That's just my local. Yeah, it's my local one. That was just a fluke. Yeah.
But Elliot is right. There are 3 different places where we had our boy Ken call it the place, but I would like to think that KFC was an unofficial the place, because more often than not, we would just be hanging there and just be talking about stuff and just hanging out, catching up and stuff. And I remember a lot of very fond memories just going there, getting my either my 5-piece crispy chicken or with a side of potato wedges and a biscuit, and
oh yeah.
And a medium Coke with no ice. This was back in the day where I was obsessed with soda.
Back in the day when they even had the wedges.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man, what happened to the wedges?
I have no freaking clue. For some reason. Go ahead, Alizar. Go for it.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming it's a potato supplier situation.
Perhaps. I mean, Elliot, can you phone up your boys in Ireland and tell them what the hell is going on? Give me some more of that potato way, my boy.
I would, but it says that we have another potato famine. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I have no idea. My people will talk to your people, but KFC is your choice, huh?
KFC is my choice, man. And it mostly comes down to a mix of enjoying the food a lot and the fun memories that I share with the boys and the girls too. Peace and love, my boy. Peace and love. Yeah. And yeah, it's always been a wild experience with KFC, and it would always be hilarious because I remember this one time there was this really large lady right in front of me, and she would get like 2 big buckets of chicken. And I specifically remember that the cashier looked at her with the eyes of a freaking, "Oh, are you waiting for someone?" And then she's like, "Oh yeah, we're waiting for some." She sits alone with these two buckets, and she starts eating one at a like this. And I'm sitting here scratching the scalp off my head, trying to figure out, maybe I should do something like that. I mean, she's obviously like getting thick, so if I'm gonna get thick, I might as well be doing that. So yeah. And there was also like when there came a point where the cashier even like came up to me, well, I came up to him, he can't move, but like he was just like, "Dude, did you see that lady?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, yeah, I was about to ask the same thing, but now I'm gonna feel awkward because I don't want to order the same thing that she ordered. It's gonna make her feel weird. It makes me feel weird. Like I don't know, man. It's all. And then he's like, "You're gonna eat the whole 2 fucking piece McChicken nugget bucket?" And I'm just McChicken nugget. What the fuck am I saying? 10
a lot of McDonald's on the mind tonight, huh?
You know what he's eating tonight.
All up in here.
We know who won the marketing war.
That's right. A Ray Kroc of shit on McChicken nuggets. But like,
let's get the Andres Fuentes meal.
The AF meal, AF, Andres Fuentes or
did they have a Lionel Messi burger at the Hard Rock Hotel nearby? I saw an advertisement for it. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, that came right after the BTS meal and Mariah Carey superstar meal that came with it too.
Oh, not even at McDonald's. Like this is like at the Hard Rock Hotel, like nearby in Hollywood here, like in Florida. It's just so ridiculous. I'm like, they're doing a signature burger at the Hard Rock. Like, what are they talking about?
Dude,
no way.
It's probably not anything specific. It's just like, oh, Lionel Messi, champion. Got it. I want to eat that.
Yeah, he took a picture next to the thing. I didn't even bother looking at what was in it. I think I saw onion rings in it or something. It was like this like really tall stacked burger. It looked good though.
That's the easiest money the man has ever made.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like you look at someone as small as Messi with a burger that big, and you're just like, there's no way he's eating that.
Well, easiest money. I was gonna say, you mean like besides like avoiding his taxes? No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Okay, those were shots fired, man. Lionel, come get your boy.
that was good.
Thank you. But
But yeah, my man, that's my number one right there. Like sorry that I got a little emotional and you know a little bit vulnerable there, but yeah, that's my pick.
vulnerable. Wow. I
For
thought it was
me,
good.
From your boy,
Ginger boy.
it's your ginger boy has a very generic pick,
Give it
and
to
that is
What is
Taco
it?
Bell. That's Taco Bell.
Yeah, let's get some Del Taco ass. Let's go.
The number one choice is Taco Bell. That's amazing.
I love Taco Bell. And you know what's funny? When I was a kid, I hated Taco Bell.
Do tell.
Please.
Because the
Tell
toys
us the story
sucked.
from the beginning. So tell us your Joker arc from
yeah.
Yes.
How'd you go from Fleck to Joker in 2
How did you get those
seconds?
scars, dude? Yeah.
So I had a wife.
I'm still
I
here.
was kidding.
I'm still here. I'll be there in Tuesday.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. So when I was a kid,
When I was a kid.
I was going to school.
Yeah.
When I was a wee lad, I had Taco Bell for the first time, and I hated it. It was I just remember not liking it. I remember I got a headache, and the toys sucked. And
They had Star Wars toys.
it wasn't
did?
even Star. It was just like a freaking
I got
wolf, and I'm like, what is this? Born to be Wild wolf bullshit I see before
No,
my eyes.
this was Twilight before Twilight was a thing, man. They were way ahead of their time.
I know it was. But
Wild wolves.
Yeah, that turned into shirtless men.
That's right. Well, we gotta. Speaking of new moons, we gotta. Anyway, that's I don't know
Should I
Twilight
do
that
it?
much. Is that a Twilight? I'm sure that's something related to that. But
Yeah,
anyways,
it's new moon. It's about Taylor Lautner mooning.
how do we go from Taco Bell to freaking Taylor
Taylor
Lautner doing
Lautner.
that?
Because yes, man. Please continue.
All right. So I wasn't a fan of it, but there was this one day where my dad and I went to this blues festival in Boca Raton, and it was a lot of fun. It was one of my favorite memories I think I had of my dad. It was really great. We literally just saw so much festivals. It was when my dad and I started listening to music together. Like, and it wasn't like just like, you know, when I'm not like, you know, like the B flat scale, like actual music where we sit down and like not like music exercises, you know, like so after, you know, I started getting my music taste, and we went to this really awesome like blues festival, and that's actually also before that my dad liked going to blues festival. He was so excited in the year before, and I actually started having migraines. My first bad migraine was actually at that blues festival, so it sucks. But he drove all the way there. I got there, like felt like shit, and then I came all the way back, and I felt sick, and I was sick, and then he went all the way back to go there because like, oh well, it's non-refundable, it's stupid. Even though he tried to explain like, hey, listen, my kid is throwing up. Can I just, you know, whatever? But like, no, you can't. Whatever.
That's
So
stupid.
so next year we were like, all right, let's no migraine, whatever. We feel good, and so it was great. We had a lot of we saw Trombone Shorty, we saw Tedeschi Trucks, we saw a bunch of other nice bands. We saw this awesome band called the Revivalists that I still listen to this day. They're a great blues band. But I promise this will go to Taco Bell somewhere. So so then all of a sudden we're driving home, like, I'm hungry, let's get it. My dad's like, I want Taco Bell. And I'm like, yeah, Taco Bell sounds awesome right now. And so we're watching Taco Bell. We're getting Taco Bell, and as we're eating it, I'm like, oh, this is like I ordered the chicken crunch wrap, and so good.
Ooh.
I still have memories of biting into it. It was great. And then
Choice.
my dad and I for some reason were trying to find stuff to watch, and Conan O'Brien came on,
He's
and
so
as we
good.
go through the channel, he visited the Taco Bell headquarters.
Whoa.
What?
So we ate Taco Bell and watched him at the headquarters. And he's Conan O'Brien. He's basically making funny jokes. He's like saying like, "Oh, look at this Taco Bell," and then it's just this corporate building behind him. He's like, "This is obviously a tiny Mexican village right behind me," when they're making fresh food from like from Juarez or whatever. like just, but basically it was just funny how like he's being Conan, he's being funny, and he's like like making jokes, he's going along. And one of my favorite things he is like he made his own. He goes to the kitchen with one of the chefs that makes up like all like the different recipes of Taco Bell, and he came up with his own like meals to eat. So he came up with one called the lacona. So he takes an ice cream cone, he puts chicken in it, and then he just puts sour cream on it and cheese, and that's
no.
I just want to make this clear. Lacona does not mean anything particular in Spanish. That's a purely made up thing.
Really?
Yeah, Lacona sounds like a dirty ass word or something. Like, I don't know. It doesn't exist where I'm from.
I know the way he said it was like lacona.
Lacona, el rojote, yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sounds good. Sounds NSFW.
Legit.
But
better than Lacona, or the way Conan's at Lacona.
Yeah, like Lacona. And then he came up with this thing called the Irish taco. So he put flour, cabbage, corned beef, lettuce, and then he takes out a can of Guinness and just sprays it all over.
Like it's Irish taco.
Yeah. Oh, he takes 3 scoops of mashed potatoes and puts it in there, and then he puts it in the oven. Oh, it's so good.
Have you guys ever had a shepherd's pie?
Oh, that's a good one. You should have got some beef in there. But what's the funny thing is that whenever they and they showed this before the tour, when he was making these behemoth foods, like they would taste test it to other people. So he threw the lacona out there, the Irish taco, for people to eat. It was great. And so after that moment, I just love Taco Bell after watching that. So it works. Sometimes when you get like celebrities or whatever to like, talk about like food or stuff like that, it works. And I love Taco Bell ever since. And there's also like I sometimes have my own video playlist of Taco. I'm weird, but like if I order Taco Bell, sometimes I watch like the Try Guys. They do this thing called Eat Everything at Blank, and what the first video they did was Taco Bell. And it's funny. It was just 18 minutes of this guy talking about like why Taco Bell is good for certain reasons. Like
the place that we went to, at the KFC that I was talking about, it also was a Taco Bell.
That's right.
It was a joint. It was a joint location.
It was great. And bro, I remember going back to KFC. I remember they I don't know if I haven't been to KFC in a minute, but like they have that Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Oh,
I never got that. that sounds like holy shit. That sounds like a volcano of diabetes right over there, man. Like I want it now.
Yeah, it's good. But that's my picks.
Great choice, man.
Damn, dude. Like you said it was generic, but like you tied it to a very like a really funny ass story, man. And damn. Like now I understand why.
I mean, I have Taco Bell is one of those things, it's like it does hold fun memories for a lot of people. For me, it was right across the street from my high school. So like across, so you a few minutes away. So that's where everybody hung out after school sometimes, or we're broke high school kids. I mean, that's what you were eating.
Yeah, cheap and
yeah, that was the munchies for most of the time.
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah,
my version of munchies came down to either KFC or Cinemark level popcorn. Depending on which one was available at the time.
That's good stuff too.
Right. Well, gents. I'm not gonna be able to make it to
the bathroom.
I'm passing out soon as well. I gotta call it a night soon. But it was a pleasure being on with you guys, man. As always.
I agree, and I do appreciate Alizar bringing up an idea of doing a watch session,
Yes.
particularly
Oh,
drunk
yes.
Mimi
Yes, yes,
moments.
yes.
I mean, I'd be down for something like that. I'm pretty sure the fans would love to see that as well. You know, yeah, you gotta bust that out.
We definitely need to do that. I mean, yeah, definitely need to do that soon. That would be really fun.
I agree. I really do agree, especially with a movie as memorable as Episode 2.
Yeah, and that's like, oh man, to me that's like my least favorite Star Wars movie.
It's pretty funny for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like I don't think the system works.
Yeah, it's a transition between having fun, you know, you're having your talk with Padme, you know. I don't think the system works.
But it's like I really don't like I don't hate any Star Wars movies. I really don't. I just enjoy, like, to be quite honest, like I don't enjoy I enjoy the Attack of the Clones more than I do of Last Jedi, but that's because of nostalgia. But as a movie, like visual wise and lighting and stuff like that, it's like visual, like there's things wrong with Attack of the Clones, like graphics wise and acting and writing wise, but like with Last Jedi, there's only like really like, you know, the script, I have issues with it, with that movie. Everything else I don't have a problem with. In Last Jedi, it's really just the writing. And so, but for Attack of the Clones, it's a slew of other things. So but I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. Like I still kind of enjoy it more than I do Last Jedi. It's a weird thing, but that's because to me, it's just the writing is the most important part.
Because Canto Rian Johnson, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be excited to because I'm debating whether we should do the watch along thing or if we should just watch it and then just have our things to say about it and do just an episode with that. But I don't know. The watch along thing sounds like a good time.
The watch along thing, like, and we'll be able to dodge copyright because we'll be putting our own spin and commentary on it, so it'll be transformative. You know, however drunk we may be.
We're not just playing it all. We're just saying 3, 2, 1 and just watching it at the same time.
I think we should do that. Yeah, I think we should do it live.
That'd be fun.
We'll do it live. Yeah,
that's right, Bill O'Reilly.
Sounds good to me.
But no, I have to admit I'm kind of losing it. But
yeah,
well, we know what the next episode will be. It will probably be take 2. It'll either be basically it'll be. I can't speak English anymore tonight. Man, my brain is fried.
You were saying the next episode. The next episode is going to be.
Yes, the next episode will either be the watch party idea, or we'll continue with our top 3 least favorite fast food restaurants.
Yeah,
sounds awesome, man.
But as always,
thanks
so much for coming on, Alizar, and we're looking forward to having on to many more episodes.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
Have a great rest of the night, fellas. Pleasure being with you guys. Peace. Love.
Peace out, you guys. You guys subscribe to Shut Up, Let's Talk. And as far as BNE is concerned, we still chugging along, bro. Let's keep going.
That's right.
Let's keep this going. Peace out worldwide.